all ideas with large consequences are always simple. Right? So basic meaning of this quote is that the most simplest ideas, right, or the most simple acts, they create large consequences. You don't need to make things complex to think that okay, if I'll do something big, then only large consequence will be there. Just a small thing, right, can create large consequences. Here, anecdote you can write about the story of Rosa Parks. Do you know about Rosa Parks? So Rosa Parks was a woman in Alabama in US during the time when lot of racial segregation laws were there. So there were rules that in the public transport, if the bus is full and any white person, he or she boards the bus, so the Afro-American people, they had the duty to stand up and give up their seat for the white person, right? So these racial segregation laws were there. So one fine day, Rosa Parks, who was going through a bus and the bus was full, a white person boards the bus and she denies him seat. She doesn't get up from that particular seat, right? That this is my right, I boarded first, I will not get up, let alone any law which is there. And that led to ignition of the civil rights movement. That's a very small act, right? It led to ignition of a very big civil rights movement against your racial segregation laws in US, right? Or you can even write, now this is a real life example, right? Anecdote can be from this also. Now, one another example can be your entire Me Too movement. It started with just one tweet, right? With the hashtag Me Too. It became a global phenomena, right? Globally it was exposed how there is so much power asymmetry, how women world over, may it be any country, they are faced with sexual harassment. Right? So small, simple ideas, they usually have very large consequences. You do not need a big movement, did you gather people and then start protesting. Sometimes a simple tweet, sometimes a simple idea can lead to big things. Right? Like I told you in first class also, that yesterday only, that your essay in 2020, simplicity is ultimate sophistication, is those examples can be used here also. Right? So now what dimensions can you explore here? Yes, anyone?
Individual level.
Sorry?
Individual level.
Individual level what?
I mean, how implementing small things could actually impact the life itself.
Okay, what else? One by one.
Atomic habits.
Okay, atomic habits. Yes, there is a very best-selling book is there, Atomic Habits by James something, I forgot the name of the author. So here he has said that if you want to change life, you do not need to do very big things like that tomorrow I will just give up all the social media, I will do this, I will start running, he says that start with small atomic habits, small change. Right? Just start with a small thing. If you want to lose weight, say for example, start with a small thing, that from tomorrow onwards, I will not probably have sugar, or probably from tomorrow, I will, have my dinner by 8 o'clock. So small changes, he says, they have a very, when done consistently, they create a very large consequences, right? We do not need the crash diets to lose weight, right? That we feel that okay, something big we will do and we'll start losing it. Just a small change in your lifestyle. That okay, 15 minutes I'll just walk, just 15 minutes. So atomic habits, small things, they can bring about a big change. So this was an example. What are the different dimensions which you can discuss here? First, see in this essay, first start with why simple ideas lead to large consequences, right?
Scientific innovations.
Okay, scientific. Give the answer to this question, that why simple ideas lead to your large consequences.
Because they are easy to understand.
Easy to understand, simplified in nature, not complex, easy implementation, right? Breaking down something to a very basic level rather than adding up layers. Because of that, your simple, small things will lead to large changes. Give example from different spheres of life, economic life. Your simple introduction of UPI, it has so much widespread change in entire India with respect to how your payments are being done, right? Better tracking is being done, ease of use is there, right? So a very large impact has been created to it. One small scheme of Jan Dhan Yojana, right? It led to so much financial inclusion, even led to women empowerment, right? So small things, they are simple in nature, right? They are easy to understand, right? They are easily implementable. There is cutting down of any kind of clutter or any kind of extra layers which lead to it making large consequences, right? What else can you write down here? Okay, how, okay, what, before that, what are the other dimensions which you can discuss? Okay, before that, give examples of simple ideas and large consequences. One, economic I have given. Okay, you don't need a big war, right, and kill people, just a small confidence building measures or use of soft power. It can create a large consequence. What else? Okay. Or you can say environmentally, if we at individual levels just start inculcating small things, right, that not using plastic bags or having a sustainable lifestyle, so that can have a large consequences. We all do that. Yes, you were saying? Okay, yes, helmet being a game changer, just a small change in your driving, your two-wheelers, that you use a helmet. Yes, you can include that also. I'm just remembering in the social media thing, in Sweden there is a concept of, instead of fear of missing out, there's a concept where they say joy of missing out, right? Sometimes you need to pause yourself and enjoy what you are having instead of getting tangled up in the rat race, right? Anyhow, yes, other examples, governance wise, can you give any example? Okay, making women head of the scheme, very large impact over there. What else? E-governance, yes. So basically, if you had attended the, my essay lectures, I usually cover this topic, simplicity is ultimate sophistication. So there we have used lot of things, right? So again, okay, you can say development of vaccine probably. Okay, what else? Okay, simple principles of Buddhism, and yes, you can include that. Anything else? Okay, yes. So like this, give examples at how simple ideas, like simple idea in Swachh Bharat mission, simple idea was your behavioral change, right? Community involvement, and it was able to have a large scale change at the society level. Okay, what else can you? Organic farming, okay, yes, you can write down. Yes, you can write that one aspect can be there, that to make something small and impact, right? There is a backstage where lot of complex things have been simplified, and then that idea came about. You can do that. So when we are creating UPI, which might feel like it is very simple to use, lot of R&D has gone behind it, right? Lot of technological R&D has gone behind it to make that how this QR system will be connected, QR code will be connected to our bank accounts, right? So this one aspect you can write it. What other aspect can you include it here?
Legal system being complex in nature.
Legal system being, this is example of what?
I mean, like the antithesis of the statement.
Okay, so here you can say one other aspect should be if things are not simple in nature, right? Or how if ideas, right? All ideas are large. So the ideas which are complex in nature, right? Sometimes in between they lose their effectivity. So there you can write down things which are complex in nature and they're not able to create those large consequences. Say in your judiciary, so many laws are there, right? In fact, when you're talking about simple things, you can say codification of labor laws, all these things, that is simplifying. So one part, yes, GST also. So one part you will write down, the next aspect will you write down that how having complex ideas, right? How sometimes creating a complexities, the consequence gets watered down. Instead of expecting large groundbreaking changes, we actually become counterproductive. Then similarly, another aspect which you will discuss is that everything can't be simplified, right? Not all impactful ideas are simple in nature, right? Sometimes we need, right, things like, if you're talking about quantum theory, if you're talking about space travel, relativity, they are complex, right? So not all great ideas will be simple. Sometimes we might need something complex also. So like this, create a comprehensive discussion in your essay. Don't stick to just one, whatever is given in the code, that you are just moving in that direction, that's it. Always see what are the related aspects which can be covered in your particular essay. Right? Are we clear here? Okay. Now, next, lastly, you will write down conclusion, right? That how to formulate these simple ideas, what steps you should be doing, right? You identify the basic needs, you identify the basic character of things, what do you want to target, what is your aim, right? And then filtering down all the unnecessary things, right? That will create those simple ideas. So like this you can write down in the conclusion, right? Are we clear here?